Hello, welcome back to my channel, Be the Little Light. My name is Brittany. If you are a returning friend, hello. I'm so happy to be here with you. And if you are a new friend, welcome. Welcome to this awesome community. Today, I was guided to tap in with the galactic energy. I felt that wanted to come through today. So this is going to be a timeless message. It's also a general reading for a very specific collective. You will know if this message is for you. Take what resonates, all that jazz. You know how it goes. So I already did shuffle a couple and I wanted to sit and meditate with that. Before I get into that, um, yes, thank you. Oh, perfect. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And I hope you guys can hear me. I know my little gentle baby daffodil voice. Yes, I'm already seeing the synchronicity. So we're just gonna get into it. I just got really serious. Sorry. Shift of energy here. So I'll share a little bit about earlier. Earlier when I was parking my car going home, I was having this conversation with Spirit, and I was like just reflecting on how clear I feel and how even with all the different frequency upgrades and shifts and adjustments that we are going through as all this light is being blasted towards our planet from the sun, it's rippling out through the cosmos and we're feeling it physically, energetically, and we're adjusting. But even with all of that, I just couldn't help but notice how incredibly clear I feel. And that was my conversation with Spirit. It was I have never felt this clear in my life. Is everything exactly where I want it to be? No. But there's this clearness that I can't articulate quite, but it's so crisp, it's so crystalline, and I feel like every day I'm just shifting more and more into my true nature, my true aspect. And I see it as like this beautiful, oddly shaped, very unique gem, like a crystal or a gem having its different oddities and that making it unique. And I feel like that is it's like representative of our energetic imprint that we have in the cosmos, but that is a part of the whole and is a very specific piece. You have a very specific piece, a very specific gem that fits in a very specific, multidimensional, infinite spot within the cosmos, as do I. And I feel like we are just accessing more of our true selves. And if we don't feel that we are accessing that, the opportunity is there. Um, we're just tapping in deeper than we really ever have. And that goes hand in hand with this is one of the first cards, and I feel like this is a confirmation for you if you have been feeling just more in tuned, more aware. And I've talked about how the synchronicities can be so subtle. Spirit speaking to you can be so subtle. Your highest self, it doesn't always have to be this loud bam in your face. Sometimes those signs are that loud. Like there's sometimes screaming at you, and other times it's just like that. Like it's it's one of those it's one of those things where as a human, from your egoic standpoint, you question your own intuition and you question your own communication with your guides and with your highest self of like, and with spirit of like, that seemed like, but, and it's that but. When that but comes in, that's, your mind trying to, your mind trying to rationalize and question your intuition. But I'm feeling that whoever I'm talking to, you just feel but can't explain that things that you, it's, okay, let me try to explain this the best way I can. You may be able to see things much more clearly than a lot of people around you. And certain things that may seem so obvious to you, so scripted, so, or even just not even not even on a world stage, but you can even see things in people's lives that are close to you, of seeing what they're going through and the certain events that are occurring in their lives, and being able to connect the dots, and this intuition coming to you of, I can see this is happening for their highest good because of blank blank blank. I can see that these are messages from their guides trying to connect in with them, trying to see, are you paying attention? Are you paying attention? Are you paying attention? Wake up, wake up, wake up. Because our guides are constantly communicating with us. Our highest self is constantly communicating with us. And everyone's journey is unique, individual, and it has a very specific timing for being ready to come into your consciousness, to come into your awareness. And that's what I'm seeing right now, is I'm seeing a deepening of the third eye. I'm seeing a deepening of even beyond the third eye, but also a widening of the crown chakra. And all of that has to come in through the Godhead from the higher realms, and coming in and funneling in through you. And that those frequency and those codes, they have to integrate, and they have to settle into your body. And at the same time, as you're receiving this information, your body has to catch up. You have to be more knowing, assuredness in yourself. And while it's like, even though this information is coming through your crown and through your third eye and going through all of your chakras, simultaneously, that information that's being funneled down, it's like signaling these, I'm seeing like flickers of activations in your DNA. And it's something that I have been talking a lot about in so many of my past videos recently, about activations within your DNA. It's like dormant codes that already exist within your DNA that are just waiting for this very specific timing, which are really your commands. Your DNA is waiting for your commands. And I'm also seeing that, like, having access to higher information, also there were two messages with that. So I'll go into the access of the higher information. I'll talk about your guides first, because they're connected. So I was seeing your guides, and how your guides are, and I'm not meaning this coming from a hierarchical standpoint, because it's not that at all, but it's just a simple fact that your guides who guide you through this specific lifetime, they are so wise because they have lived through so many lifetimes and experiences. But what they were showing to me is, as have you. And they were showing to me that you have just as much access to the same information that they do. And that's something that may not make sense right now, but it's something that exists. It's like it's going into the quantum field. You have access to all information that's ever existed. So if you want to learn more about yourself, you have the ability and the capability, and those codes again exist within you. You have, it's like the access point is within you. You being ready to plug yourself into this giant omega quantum field is what I'm seeing. It reminds me of the Matrix, when Neo would be plugged into the Matrix, but his actual body, like his body would literally be plugged into the Matrix. And what I'm seeing is you plugging yourself in to access higher information from higher realms, or information from other realms, other dimensions, other lifetimes. Because I'm feeling that the person who I'm speaking to, who this message is specifically for, I feel like you are someone that is a seeker of knowledge. I feel that you are someone who has a desire, a taste to learn more, discover more about who you are. And that is something that is so beautiful, because there are a lot of people right now who are not ready to uncover who they are. They are not ready to dive that deep. They are not ready to look at past lifetimes. They are not even ready to see the totality of who they are, of what their capability is. But you that I'm speaking to, I feel that you are that person that's, you want to learn it all. You want to attain as much information as you possibly can. This you that I'm speaking to is a seeker. You have a deep quest, a deep yearning for knowledge and for information. Um, Another message was about alchemy and karma. And there was this confirmation here that whatever whatever you feel that no longer resonates with you right now, or who you aspire to be, who you want to be, no matter what your role was playing in whatever, or what someone did to you, habits, this could be habits that you partake in, situations that you've been in. This is saying, whatever it is, whatever I feel that is not the right fit for me, done. Being done with it. Throwing it literally into the fire, and trusting that you don't need to go through this karma experience. That the karma is done. You don't have to go through this story of, am I having good karma or am I having bad karma? It's like, no, just drop all of it. Whatever, it's like a nomad, someone who is willing to start over. It's like, okay, we'll just throw everything from the past into the fire. I'm speaking to an alchemizer. I'm speaking to someone, I'm speaking to a phoenix rising from the ashes. Another message here was from the Pleiadians, and okay, we'll go back to the alchemy message, because I forgot about that. Deepening more on the alchemy message. Deepening on the alchemy message of just going in the direction that you feel is best for you. And it's a message that keeps coming up. It doesn't need to make sense to other people, and you can start over and rebrand and recreate your new self right now. Right now. You don't have to wait for the next full moon. You don't have to wait for the next new moon. You don't have to wait for the next eclipse. You don't have to wait for the next new year. You don't have to wait for this perfect astrological timing. Right now. Right now. You can decide right now. Right now. Right now. Right now, I choose. And that is what they're showing me about in the quantum field, is accessing anything in the quantum field is just shifting your frequency to align to that instantly. instantly because you affirm it so, because you see it that way, because you see it that way. And so it is. Pleiadians. The Pleiadians came through. Say, hey girl, hey boy. And this is just a confirmation for probably most of you that I'm speaking to of your Pleiadian history, your Pleiadian connections. You may resonate with the Pleiadians if you do not know who they are. It's up to you to explore on if that resonates with you, and if it does, then follow the breadcrumbs that you're leaving for yourself. But what I got with this message was so beautiful. I wanted to cry. The message I got with this reminded me of mother. It reminded me of the mother, and I asked, what was that about? And this is about you being born. This was about a song, a very specific song, a very specific frequency, but a song being sung when you were born. I'm seeing a rejoicement. Even if that wasn't your human experience here, even if the timing of your birth, your outer reality did not reflect that, your family in the stars rejoiced for your birth. They rejoiced because you're a part of this very specific timing. You have just as much of a part to play as everyone else in this great awakening, in this great shift, in this great monumental shift in evolution in our consciousness in humanity. And they just wanted to let you know how important you are, how significant your birth was, how significant your existence was. So if you are someone that resonates with astrology, if you are someone that finds astrology interesting, there's a reason why. And even if you don't resonate with astrology, what they were showing me was the timing, the exact specific timing and place of your birth was incredibly significant, as is for everyone. It's not random. This is something that was pre-planned. And even though it was pre-planned, and even though you agreed to it and you had all of this support from the other side, your existence still coming through. Like, when I'm seeing this, for me, this is representative of you literally coming through the birth canal. This is how the energy that you brought from where you are from, that energy coming through, that birth energy coming through into this dimension of earth was a gift. It was God, is what I'm hearing, but that word is not enough to explain or articulate how divine, how special, how significant it is. So they want you to understand how important you are to the whole. You matter to the whole. You are connecting in with your collective here, but you have even so much bigger of a collective of where you're from than you can even imagine. You have so much love and admiration for you that you have no idea about. You have absolutely no idea, and it's so beautiful. It's making me tear up and it's making me emotional because it's so benevolent. It's so loving. It's so trusting in you and your journey and your capability. Even the times where you feel like you don't know what the F you're doing and you feel like things are a mess, they're just loving you. They're just in awe of you. They're just celebrating you and celebrating, acknowledging how beautiful and significant your existence is, because you have a very specific frequency that was needed to be here at a very specific time. There's nothing insignificant about you. You have a very specific frequency that ripples, that sends, you're constantly sending divine, benevolent, higher interdimensional frequencies into the earth, and it's reaching and crossing all of these ley lines of your family that you don't even know their names of, that are also on this earth too. It's so beautiful, and I know a lot of you feel so alone on your journey, but you're not. You're literally not. And I know that it feels that way, and that's part of the intended experience, to hone in on your consciousness and your journey and your evolution at the specific time. But it wasn't always this way, and it won't always be this way. There is a coming home, and when you come home, I see just a giant celebration for you and everything that you were willing to experience on this earth. You matter. You're so important. I'm going to end this reading here. Thank you so much for sitting with me. I really appreciate you. Like, I just give you a hug. You matter so much. My Cancer moon is showing. I love you guys so much, and I'm just loving you. I'm just loving you. I'm appreciating you. Like, let's just give each other a high five right now. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, we're doing it. If you're feeling it, put some star emojis in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys next time, and I will see you flying around in the cosmos. Bye.